Lordship, I directed, my lord, the deputy commissioner to be present and call
50 Forest Department.
the matter where, my lord, the land was granted because, my lord, the petitioner's great granduncle, my lord, participated in the war.
4 acres ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಎಕರೆ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್.
What is the reason? Was it allotted or not? Then what happened to that place? The Forest Department has claimed. Where is the alternate land? Alternate land illa andre, then you will have to part with whatever you have taken back. Are you playing with it? No, as simple as this, officer. 4 acres are allotted. Yes. All right. Other 2 acres you claim to forest or whatever. You have allotted it not for free for some purpose on that day in 1960. Now you can't saying that there are no lands to be given. What happened to that allotment? And you appear to be in the habit of keeping quiet. But years together you keep quiet. Wake up from slumber. And because it is a forest land, you say forest land can be redeemed at any point in time. Even after 100 years, you want to redeem it now. There should be some semblance of fairness in whatever you do. The reason for grant vanishes. What fairness is this grant? It's not a private grant. It's a government grant. Then what is this government against government? Just because you've woken up now, you take away everybody's land like this, saying that there was some problem in 1969. Is it not unfair on the face of it? Or step into the shoes of the person who's here and see if it is, if you are at the receiving end like this. Is it correct? There should be some fairness, officer. What happens to the rights that has got crystallized over a period of time? You should give alternate land. Andhra, I will permit him to stay here by judicial order. I will record all the folly of the Forest Department and permit him to stay.
Lordship, I directed, my lord, the deputy commissioner to be present and call
50 Forest Department. Why?
It's a matter where, my lord, the land was granted because, my lord, the petitioner's great granduncle, my lord, participated in the war. Subsequently, my lord,
The identification of 4
2 acres. Of
ಈಗ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗಿದೆ?
4 acres ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಎಕರೆ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್.
Yes, ಈ ಕಂಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ರೀಸನ್. ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ.
Your lordship kindly see, my lord, what they're trying to say, impliedly trying to say, there is a violation in 1969 because the great granduncle had sold it to the nephew. Now, my lord, your lordships are aware, my lord, if the action has to be taken for any violation, it has to be taken in a reasonable time. Now, my lord, instead of complying it.
That is the only reason?
No, my lord, we have indicated that is one of the things we have produced to say that in violation of the grant condition where the non-alienation clause was there, a sale was done. My lords, I'm sorry, I could not paginate, my lords. After the sale deed, handwritten sale deed.
ಆಯ್ತು, non-alienation ಏನ್ action ತಗೊಂಡ್ರಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. That's the reason I'm not even pressing on that. We only wanted to bring it to my lord's notice as to there was a sale in violation. We have not taken any action. It's a fact, my lords, but we have stated that there is no land available, my lords. I have stated in my communication.
Which is that writ petition?
ಯಾರೋ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹಾಕಿದಂತ ಅವರದ್ದು, that is this.
The other 19% claim.
ಯಾವ other 19% ಯಾವ್ದದು? ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ?
No, we are only saying that in so far as the lands were not same scheme.
Now, what is the reason projected by you? ಜಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ.
Yes, my lord.
ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ? ಅಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ?
4 acres.
Was it allotted or not? Then what happened to that place? ಈಗ
4
ಜಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ what happened to that 4 acres?
acres was given. Out of which 2 acres was our land, as in the revenue department given.
All right.
Another 2 acres to the forest department. The forest department has now claimed their land back to their thing. ಈಗ ಇನ್ನ ಆ ಉಳಿಕೆ
ಆಯ್ತು, ಈಗ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ has claimed there is an allotment in somebody's favor for a particular reason. Where is the alternate land?
alternative land ಇಲ್ಲ. That is what the
Alternate land ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ then you will have to part with whatever you have taken back.
forest
Are you playing with it?
officer wants
Then-
to make some sufficient notes.
My lord, before my officer, I'll just show, my lord, the same order, same letter.
No, as simple as this, officer. If you have taken away, first it is allotted, 4 acres are allotted.
Yes.
All right. Other 2 acres you claim to forest or whatever. You have allotted it not for free for some purpose on that day in 1960. ಯಾವತ್ತಾಗಿದ್ದು? In 1960s.
Yes.
Now you can't saying that there are no lands to be given. What happened to that allotment? And he was in possession of the properties from when to when?
Till today also, my lord, we are in possession. We have in fact, my lord, built a farmhouse. We said, my lord, we will leave the farmhouse. Now, since, my lord, in 2015, the forest department came. It is their mistake. Now, your lordship has passed the interim order in January, my lord, 2024. Your lordship kindly see this letter, my lord, which the DC writes. My lord, it is on 15/11/24. Your lordship's order is on 4/1/24. Till 11 months, they keep quiet. Then now, my lord, keeping quiet for 10 months. Then they pass this order.
No,
They are not, my lord, here to
No,
protect the interest of
you
the
appear
public.
to be in the habit of keeping quiet. Not for years, for months, but years together you keep quiet. Wake up from slumber, and because it is a forest land, you say forest land can be redeemed at any point in time. Even after 100 years, you want to redeem it now. There should be some semblance of fairness in whatever you do. Here, what is granted is 4 acres of land. For what? Participating in the war, right? Howda? So that vanishes now. The reason for grant vanishes. What fairness is this? After 50, 60 years, you come and say, no, you have taken away forest land, you've taken away that land, you give me back the land. 50 ವರ್ಷ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ? ಯಾರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ grant? It's not a private grant. It's a government grant. Then
In
what
fact,
is this government against government?
in fact,
Just
my
because
lord,
you've woken up now, you take away everybody's land like this, saying that there was some problem in 1969, there was some problem in 1965.
I mean,
Is it not unfair on the face of it?
in fact, my lord, behind my land, my lord, there is a government land.
No,
The
if,
photograph. He says, my
no,
lord, there is
if-
no land.
if persons who you are now wanting to pass this order, step into the shoes of the person who's here and see if it is, if you are at the receiving end like this. Is it correct? There should be some fairness, officer. ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಅವಾಗ 1965 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, you have encroached government land or we have granted you forest land, there was some fairness. ಆವಾಗಲೇ if you have taken it, he would have settled somewhere else. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಪಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ he is still in possession of the land. What happens to the rights that has got crystallized over a period of time? 50, 60 years ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ you knock at the doors of someone, go out ಅಂದ್ರೆ
ಇದೆಯಾ?
ಅದು ನೀವೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು. ಅವರು ಅನಾಥರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಐ ವುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಶೋನ್ ಎನಿ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನಾಥರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಆಕ್ಯುಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಥರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ themselves. How is it?
No, my lord, DC says there is no land. Behind my land, my lord, they have put a board saying that it is a revenue department's land. The photographs, my lord, which I have taken.
Different survey number.
My lord, we are.
That's all right. See, you should give alternate land or permit him to stay. Alternate land illa andre I will permit him to stay here by judicial order. I will record all the folly of the forest department and permit him to stay.
So the land where it was in under unauthorized occupation, which we have now vacated and taken into our possession.
ಯಾವುದು?
This land.
ಅದಾಯ್ತು. That's all right. I'm not on that. His land, I'm saying. That is not unauthorized occupation.
ಇಲ್ಲ.
It was a granted land, granted by the government.
Code is done in 1967.
Now, my lords, there are
ಅಲ್ಲ,
other-
1967, 33-25.
67 code is-
58 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ you want to evict someone.
He's saying that
He may be anybody, sir. Then a poor man, now a rich man. I'm not on that. It is the state's action. There should be fairness in action. Yes, officer.
my officer says is it's the secretary of the revenue department who has directed him to make the submission.
No, that's all right. I'm not blaming anyone here. The state itself, whether secretary has directed, who has directed, minister has directed, it's not the issue. No, today it may be deputy commissioner.
And since you say that it's a higher officer has directed him to-
No, of course, that is there. That may be a strand of defense.
My lord, for them, my lord, this court's order is not higher. For them, my lord, principal secretary's of order is higher. That is what he's trying to say.
Difficulty is
This is, my lord, total, my lord, contempt. Knowing very well that this court has ordered them. He says principal secretary has said, therefore I am not doing.
No, we will answer all that.
I think that because my lord to indicate that there is a difficulty, because there is no land available in that survey number is what we are indicating.
Alternate land? Not,
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್. ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ನಮ್ದು ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಗೋಮಾಳ ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಆದೇಶನೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ.
no, you want to take some time, you take some time. Otherwise, what order is to be passed, I will pass. Straight away pass, telling the government it's folly.
ಏನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಬ್ಮಿಟ್ ಇಟ್.
Continue.